Man, I mean, Herbert's he's on the rise. I mean, like, has he lost a
Hmm.
match yet? Surely no.
Nope,
Herbert
he's
doesn't
like
lose.
38 and no.
No,
He's
I'm sure.
literally about to
I'm
be
pretty sure he's like
39.
78 and 0. Like Herbert just doesn't
Yeah.
lose.
Oh my god, Christian Diablo streaming. What the
Oh,
frick?
do you hate it when people say that like, whenever you're like, who's your favorite UFC fighter? They're like, Floyd Mayweather, or like some boxer.
Bro, I swear to God, something happened like that like freaking a week ago. Guess what happened?
What?
I was I was in class and we were doing what do you call hangman, cause we were just like messing around and the teacher was in there, and I went up there and I put Herbert as my person, and I said he's a he's like the best UFC fighter, and guess what this one kid said? He was Floyd Mayweather.
Tyson Fury, right?
I was like, oh my god, you dumbass. And this one kid goes, no, you dummy, that's not Floyd Mayweather's boxing, but that's not the bad part. He goes, the best is obviously, Conor McGregor.
Oh my gosh.
He's one of
I mean,
those people that
Conor
doesn't know
McGregor is
anyone else.
pretty funny, but he can't back up his trash talk. We saw that with Khabib, so. I mean, he
He
can
can
sometimes,
back up
but.
it. He can, he does more, he's like 22, please,
Yeah, he's
no,
good
no,
record. He's like 22 and 3 or something.
yeah, no, he's 22 and 2, and one of them, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember who he lost. It was Nick or Nate Diaz, and the other one
Oh,
was
it's Nate
Khabib
Diaz. I'm
Nurmagomedov.
fairly sure
Yeah,
it's Nate Diaz.
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, Khabib was insane. Like, genuinely one of the best fighters I've ever. Probably the best fighter we've ever seen. Like, best pound per pound in the UFC at that time, when he was still fighting. But surely best pound for pound fighter in history. That's crazy how good he is for how low he
That's
weighs.
a pretty close fight. Too bad this dude's gotta die. He's out. Herbert does it again.
Man, Herbert's just out here. I need to get UFC 4. I love single player campaigns in fighting games. Whether it be like ones from way back in the day from like Street Fighter 3 or something. Or Street Fighter, maybe 2. I don't know. Mortal Kombat, found those really fun. Just the early UFCs. UFC 3 for the 360 I really enjoyed. I think it was UFC 3. Maybe UFC 2. Not sure. Really enjoyed that. Just all the single player campaigns I usually enjoy a lot. Oh, the heck of a pass by Myrtle. Freaking robot. Up. Oh wow, I was way too fast for that, wasn't
Bruh, I got 40 freaking evolution points. And evolution points are like, you're lucky if you get 5 each fight.
Oh crap.
And I just got freaking 40.
So
Why?
like,
Because I'm the gut.
how does evolution work? Is it like an evolution tree, like, and you can upload different stats, like wrestling?
No, it's I mean, it's kind of, it's not the tree, but it's different categories. Like you'll have wrestling, or I think it's called overall moves, and then you can go into it and they'll have fighting, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, all that stuff. You can go in, see all the moves. You can before a fight, you can do this thing called invite a fighter. You can learn certain moves from certain people. Jesus, voice crack city tonight. But you can so let's say, I don't know, Tony Ferguson has a really good move. You can invite him to the ring and you have to learn it, and then you can level it up. So there's 5 stars in which you can level it up. 5 being prestige and 1 being, 1 star. It's not that good. It's not going to do much. my spinning heel kick is prestige. I'm not even joking, Christian. It literally takes 1 or 2 of those to put them to sleep.
Holy crap. I just love to see a guy just run up to a dude, spinning heel kick him twice, and just end the fight in like 10 seconds. That'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Spinning heel kick's a great move to learn as well. It's so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Just randomly running.
I know,
because
or you can
back of the heel around, just bang right in the jaw. It's crazy.
Or you could do a fake and do a spinning back fist. You know, spin around.
Oh yeah,
and then
intentionally miss the kick and just bang right in the opposite side of the jaw. You just never see it coming.
Yeah. Oh, bro, this thing looks cool.
When did?
Oh my.
How's your team?
3 seconds.
I don't know. It's random, as you know, but I have no idea what my team is. Grayson. But right now I'm just playing against bots. And when did the bots learn to dribble? Because I feel like they changed. What the fudge? Are you? That guy's not a bot. There is no freaking way. He hit disgusting. What? 106? Are you kidding?
Dang.
These bots
Never
are
thought
insane.
Or Colby Covington ended, Bro, my longevity.
Okay,
Bro,
so
I
bots
literally
doing
have
bad
like... Oh, but Christian, there's another thing in career mode called longevity. You start out with 100%, and then basically it's how long can you go. So let's say you do a fight and you get a ton. I had one that literally took away like 15 longevity, and once you get to 0 longevity, the game basically forces you to retire. It's over.
Really? That's kind of dumb.
I know, right? I wish you could just go on forever, but
Yeah, like there should
I
be
mean,
a game. There should be a version where you can have like an incredible amount, either or just none, and then just have the one that counts for like achievements and online leaderboards. Have that be the
Yeah.
one with longevity. Like if you're playing for fun, that's kind of dumb that you work like, let's say just you're a super grinder. You play 6 hours a day, grinding every hour, and like a week later you just are forced to retire because of a terrible game mechanic. Like that's dumb.
that's true.
I mean, that is how a lot of my career games end. Like 2Ks is really good because it literally goes on forever. Like you can retire at age like I think 60, which is crazy. No basketball players made it past 46, I think. But like WWE, for example, is probably the best example because it's another fighting game. There's no point. You can literally defend the title infinitely, but you'll never lose because the bots are terrible in the game. Legend difficulty is nothing if you're experienced enough. Like you don't have to practice to learn how the legend bots work. They do the exact same thing as the beginner bots, or whatever it's called, easy. I don't remember.
Oh, but Christian, if you do buy this, continue.
Oh, I was
Failed.
just saying that all you have to notice is just when to reverse, and then you can just decimate anyone and everything. Alright, you can go ahead.
But is that gonna take away my longevity?
You're saying something about you if I do get the game?
Oh, but if you do get the game, oh yeah, hang on. But if you do get the game, then just know that in career and in online, if you get taken down, it doesn't tell you how to get up. It literally does not tell you, because depending on who you or what weight class you pick. For instance, I picked welterweight, and I fought Colby Covington for the welterweight championship, and the entire time I was just taking to the ground, taking to the ground, taking to the ground, and it gets extremely annoying because it doesn't tell you how to get out of it. Plus, there's this thing called stamina, and it's like a full bar, and if it just slowly erodes after time.
Yeah, I noticed that whenever you're playing with, or whenever Jason beat you. I think he barely beat you. You looked like you controlled that fight for a little while. But, I noticed that, and I was like, dang, that stamina is, like, it goes down fast.
And it regens,
so, like, I feel
but
like
then
it should just, the rate it decreases should increase over time. Like, in round 1, stamina doesn't matter in real life. Like, they're full energy in round 1 until like the last 10 seconds. Round 2, it's a little bit less. I mean, they've got energy for like a good 2.5 minutes. But by round 5, they're just like hugging each other. Like they can barely do anything.
Yeah.
Like they'll swing every now and again, hit a haymaker or something, but usually it's just holds. So it should just, each round there should be a different rate at which the stamina decreases. So that way it's more accurately reflects real life.
Also, it's kind of like WWE with rivals and all that. Like right now, Herbert's rival is Paulo Costa.
Yeah, that's something I noticed in just UFC in general. There's like no real rivalries. I mean, like you have like some, but most of the time, like you fight a guy and like there's so many contenders nowadays. Like back when UFC was first starting, there was like rivalries. Like every single UFC, there'd be like a similar match to one that happened on the last card. The only difference would be like if it went 3 rounds or 5 rounds, for example.
There are some extremely real rivalries, though. Like for instance, it was a while. It was Khabib versus Conor McGregor. They both hated each other, and Khabib just, you know, dominated.
Yeah. But like when UFC first started, there was like nobody on the roster. But nowadays, really, there's like 20-something contenders per division, so or per weight class. So whenever somebody gets beat, like let's say the number 1 contender, they lose the title fight, they're back to like number like 18 or something. I don't know if they go all the way to the bottom or if they just drop a little bit, but they don't get a shot right away. It's not like WWE where you lose, okay, try again. Like Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre right now. Like Randy Orton won the WWE title last night, but they've been fighting since freaking SummerSlam, which was in August. I mean, August to October doesn't seem like long, but they fought on Raw like every week too. They were either in a tag team match with some other non-affiliated people that were just thrown in there to make it unique, or they fought to a no finish. Like it was just the same thing over and over again, and like that's why Raw sucks. But still, rivalries do not happen like that. It's not, oh, you lost, try again. Oh, you lost, try again until you win. Like that's just not how it goes. Nothing works like that. Oh, try again. No.
Oh yeah, like that SpongeBob episode.
Yeah. Oh, try again. Try again. It's like just trying to put the lettuce on the right place. Yeah.
God, but I will say, this is my Christian. I've worked so hard for this account, not this account, but this career. I'll end it off at 40-0. I started it, he started fighting in like 2020, and it's 2036 now. And, oh bro, the longevity, this is the last fight. But at least, because my rival is Paulo Costa, and he's been talking trash on Twitter. I fought him like 4 other times, and I obviously beat him, he's trash. But, and it's just, I'm gonna end it off with beating him again.
Yeah, I think UFC 5 is gonna be one of the best games on the PS5. Well, it's gonna come out in like 3 years, but it's gonna be a top 5 game on the PS5 when it comes out. Just, I feel like UFC 4 was just like, they took a break from UFC for a very long time. Like, when was UFC released, or UFC 3 released? Like 2015 or something? Like, it was a while ago. They took a break and they just wanted to figure everything out. So now that they've officially got everything figured out, they understand what they did wrong. I feel like UFC 5 is just going to be one of the best games on the PS5. Now that they know. A lot of games have done that. Like Rocket League, for example. Prime example. I'm playing it right now. They came out with a game on the PS3 called Super... Okay, it has such a trashy name. Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Cars, or SARP BC. Most people just call it SARP. It sucks. You can't change your controls. The ball cam doesn't even follow the ball. It just, like, it's on your screen at all times, but it's not in the center. Glitchy. You can't flip. Like, you jump and you have to flip right away. You can't delay it for a half a second. You literally just have to bang bang. Like, you do not have time to save it. There's limited car customization. It's terrible. The maps are trash, except for one, Urban Central, because they all have weird freaking shapes. Like, some of them are like C-shaped. some of them have like 2 goals, some of them are not even straight, some of them have like weird curves and crap. It was a terrible game, but they figured everything out what they did wrong, so they improved the graphics from like cartoony to realistic, more car control, more car customization, control change. They did so much, and they figured it out. Now it's a great game. Like, I feel like it'll be the same way with UFC 4 to UFC 5.
Mhm.
I mean, a lot of people thought UFC 3 was unable to be topped just because it had like all those hilarious people in the game, specifically Conor McGregor. So obviously it's got an edge.
Mhm.
But still, I mean, what did they even do in that time? Make the mobile game? I think.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
EA has this weird fascination with making terrible mobile games, like genuinely trash. Like NBA Live is unplayable. Madden Mobile is pay to win. Okay, all their mobile games are pay to win. Who am I kidding? But specifically, Madden Mobile is terrible. NBA Live is unplayable. Like, you cannot play it. Just try. You can't. I haven't really tried UFC Mobile that much, but a fighting game on a phone? Are you kidding? Like, WWE didn't even. They're like, no, we can't do that. Just try a card game. So, I highly doubt that. That would be good. But EA really likes their mobile games, and they're never good. I mean, Madden Mobile is considered to be their best mobile game, but still, a lot of people hate it because of how pay to win it is. Fair play to them, honestly. It's very pay to win. Still,
But the only thing in UFC 4 that's challenging is probably, or about the AI, is probably, I would say I have to say the wrestling, the takedowns, all that. You can't stop the takedowns, and it just wears your stamina out. And if you fight a person or a wrestler, you can do this thing called watch a tape, and you basically learn about their moveset and all that, what kind of person they are, or how they fight, whether it be a, like, Paulo Costa, I think he's a boxer, and, you know, he has boxer tendencies. He's the one I said a couple weeks ago where it said that he blitzes you at the beginning of every round for like a minute straight, and I knocked him out in the, I think it was like the second round, and that's him. But like other like wrestlers, they just literally just take you down. I'm so glad. I mean, Khabib in real life is such a good fighter, but it would be such a pain in the game because it doesn't, you can deny it, but I've literally timed it perfectly, and it won't deny it. It won't deny the takedown. So if they take you down, and they know, or the AI knows what it's doing, you're not gonna get up easily.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be, like, wrestling is just a hard thing to incorporate into a game, because any way you do it, you make it where it's arcadey, people hate it because it's too predictable. You make it more realistic, it's near impossible against robots. Like, there's so many flaws. There'll never be I mean, there will be. Someday they'll. But realistically, finding a perfect balance for a wrestling mechanic in a game is going to be very, very difficult for any company to achieve.
Yeah, and it's just.
I'm just thinking. I don't know if EA has a limited contract on the. The only people who can make NFL licensed football games. Like, 2K is able to make one in 2021, and it's probably going to get delayed to 2020. Okay, I'm lagging a bit. It's gonna be like an arcade game. It's not gonna be super immersive and realistic. It's gonna be like those little, not little, they're huge arcade cabinets you played back in the day in an arcade. But I don't know if EA has a limited contract on UFC, so I'd be interested in seeing like a 2K UFC game. That'd be pretty cool. Either that, or maybe, I don't know who else could come out with one. THQ? They're probably out of business.
Stream like yellow.
But I will say the character customization is pretty cool.
Yeah, EA's usually really good about customization. Like, even the Madden games that everyone roasts the crap out of, usually they're pretty good at customization. But they don't change it, that's why people roast them. Like, they don't add anything, they don't add any, additions to commentary. So, like, if your name is, like, super complex, I mean, it doesn't have to be frickin' Yannick Ngakoue, like, that's an actual name, levels of complication, but, like, wow, get dunked. They don't have like very simple names in there. Like, for example, NBA 2K11, that's a long time ago, they didn't have the name where in there. So it'd always say number 46 or whatever number I was, because it didn't have the name. But they added that name. Madden just doesn't do that. Like, okay, there's a lot of people named Copeland, but for example, Grayson, he's a very weird, like not really weird, but uncommon last name, Cerner. I've never heard of anyone named Cerner in my life. I mean, it's probably like an old English name, and that's why it's not really common. But I don't know, like his name may be in commentary, but I doubt it because there's no there has to be a professional player with that name for them to add it in. Like the only reason they add Ware is because there's a guy for the Broncos, defensive end. He was a great player. He's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame. DeMarcus Ware. He was insane. There has to be someone elite for them to put a name in. It's crazy. I don't know why they can't just add in names like they're very simple. Like it's not hard to say Cerner. It's 2 syllables. You can't get 4 people to say 2 syllables each. It's ridiculous. I mean, they don't have to say it like Cerner, Cerner, Cerner. Like they don't have to whisper it, yell it, freaking sing it. They don't have to do all that.
Yeah.
Just say it once and go on with it. We don't care if it's Cerner, Cerner every single time. Like it doesn't matter. Like you don't.
Sweden and Germany.
Wait, hang on.
Man, I figured it out.
Ah, okay. Grayson told me it's old Sweden and Germany never recorded. That seems that is a. So did you find that from Ancestry? Like what website was that? Yeah, I hope it's not. What was that thing called? Angie's List, I think. I don't know. I don't really know the 23andMe. That's it.
I think Angie's List is like a homemaker's thing.
Probably.
It sounds like it.
And for some reason, no one knows how to say this. For some reason.
Huh, that's weird. He said no one knows how to say it for some reason. I believe you, but that's crazy. Like, it's not even that complex. It's, once again, 2 syllables. Sir, which is, like, common addressing for anyone who's, like, a middle-aged male or older. And ner, which is, I mean, you know, like, it was syllable ner, but I mean, come on, it's 6 letters. It's not that hard. But people are ignorant, and they refuse to accept old traditions, so... Or most people, at least. There's some people who are traditionalists. That's not very
But, they don't have...
Hey,
You can spell your name on, like, with tattoos, which I don't know why, but that just seems so cool to me.
That seems cool to me as well. Like, do you have a whole bunch of font options, or is it that really weird font? Okay.
Do you have a ton, like, I don't know why, but there's, like, I think there's, like, hang on, let me check it now.
The only reason I know that is because of my
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different fonts that you can choose from.
That's interesting, Grayson. But 15. Okay, so like 2K, for example, they have 84 fonts, but like 60 of them are all the same 3.
Oh yeah, that's
but they're just
none
like
of them are really
slightly different sizes. It's terrible. Like I don't know how they get away with it every year. They never add anything new as far as fonts go. They never change. They never change how fonts look or colors.
The only person that was ever wrote.
He's saying something.
Is a German writer.
Huh, that's interesting. The only person that ever wrote about it was a guy named Walter Sir, ironic, that's his father's name as well, who was a German writer. Interesting, very interesting. Man, you know a lot about your history. Me, I just know that I'm wow, they 7-2'd those guys. I just know that my ancestry is mainly French, and it's at least on my father's side, it's French. And we're related to King Louis XVI, which was commonly regarded as the worst king of France, unanimously, in fact, because he freaking sucks. In fact, he's the reason that, oh man, let me think, 200,000 French people died? because he sucks so bad.
Oh
So
my.
a rebellion uprose and killed him, killed his wife, and killed like 200,000
Jesus.
innocent people. So
Jesus.
French people, awesome, or French history. French people are nice these days, but French history, very brutal. We're
Just
playing as
kill the person.
Oh,
Just
what?
random dude. Oh wait, who? Wait. Oh yeah, I hate that dude. Too bad you gotta die.
Oh, you just murdered. You just murdered Jack. You just murdered. Jack the Ripper. I guess he wasn't in France at that time. He wasn't even alive. You just murdered Jack the Ripper. Oh, nice. You're gonna have to die for that. Even though he's a murderer. You'd like. You'd go to the. This is something that genuinely happened. You'd go to the store for bread, and someone could literally accuse you of trying to get bread for the rebellion against a rebellion, and if you did get accused of that, they didn't really prove anything, they just execute you. Guillotine.
Jesus.
It's so stupid. But the French people just didn't want to rebel because that guy would kill them.
ancestry.
Seem like a real scumbag. It's time for you to die.
Exactly. Genuinely, that's how it went. You look like you're rebellious. You're gonna die for that.
No, sir. I'm just here to get food for my family. Nope. Nope. Sorry, I gotta go, pal.
Yep, see you later. See you on the other side. Nope, I'm never dying because I'm immortal. I'm a god.
From what my relatives
Oh, they also have
said.
numbers.
Holy crap. Decimated there on the kickoff. These guys are actually really good. I think there's some... I mean, that wasn't a hard shot to hit, but still. A really good kickoff rotation. And also, so you said yours is, yours Grayson Creek as well. On my mother's side, and for her it'd be her father, we have Native American in us as well. Apparently it's enough to get all the free healthcare from us, so. I don't know the exact percentages because I haven't done any ancestry, like any in-depth ancestry tests, and we don't really have any accounts from our family because most of the people in our family were dumb. So most of them didn't even know how to write, which is funny. Like, I mean, it was terrible. On my father's side they did, but on my mother's side, most of them were just natives living out their lives in peace and carefree. Wow.
Yeah, they were literally just having a good old time.
I didn't really care about writing or anything. Why learn how to write? Well, that's just how they felt, and I mean, honestly, respect. Holy crap, my team is playing terribly, including myself. They literally hit the ball once. I am lying, to be fair to myself.
We could have, but my dad ran.
Oh yeah, tatted Herbert Jr. on my chest, baby.
As white because of
God, I'm not even joking. This sounds weird, but I could literally sit here for hours just designing different
Yeah, and,
characters.
you know, Grayson, another fun fact that I learned recently, in fact, my father's side, was partly like Cherokee, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. It was one of the 5 tribes, and they refused to, people were racist to Native Americans at the time, so they refused to believe that they were, and they just thought that the ancestry that they had was wrong, or falsified. So they denounced that as well. Same with your, ancestry as well, which is kind of crazy. I mean, it must have been happening a lot, considering how many Native Americans there were. They just wanted to assimilate into white culture, which is a terrible thing to do. I mean, it's not bad. It's just accept your ancestry for what it is. That's what I say. And gosh, we are getting mauled. These guys are definitely smurfs. You got Ion Red, the Reaper wheels. Yeah, you've got one thing that you have to acquire through trading or from a golden pumpkin. There's no way you haven't gotten a golden pumpkin before. So, no doubt. Smurf alert confirmed. Let's see what he does.
Oh, also, Christian, there's this thing called goat status, which is like, if you're the type of person, are you like a really grindy type of person, like to get the
like-
best thing,
Like buy it or like I will
or like
do anything
earn
to
it?
get it.
Do
Yeah,
anything to
I
get
do
it.
that if I really cared about the game. So yes.
Well, there's this thing called the GOAT status. I know it's stupid, but you do know what GOAT means, right?
Yeah, Graceland.
Yeah. Alright, but it's this thing where it's a list of things like I don't know. Mine consisted of a lot of knockouts, which is the reason that I guess I got it without even really trying. I swear to God, I remember just freaking winning this one fight and be like, oh, you know, nice. Because it was like my 20th fight and I was like, nice. Another fight. Or I won another fight. And then I got the GOAT status. I wasn't really going for it yet. But I'm glad because I didn't really care about longevity because by my, I think my 10th fight, I still had like 80% longevity, so I didn't really care. But then I started thinking, you know, by my 35th fight, I was thinking, okay, thank God I got GOAT status because I wanted to get it, but I already had it. But even if I tried to go for it, I wouldn't have been able to because I wouldn't have enough time.
Garbage can. How are you in a tournament? Genuinely, how? How do you miss that open net? I mean, just hit top left. Top left is hard.
Someone neck tap.
That was like the easiest top left corner. Oh wow, if that goes in. Well, it didn't go in. I can safely say that. Would have been crazy though. It was a heck. Yeah, I'll be right back. Man, I really wish I hit that dribble now. Be tied. Poker right down. Why is I gonna ask him to replay? You got scored on. It's his fault that I scored that. Well, let me watch myself get absolutely dokied on. Okay, good. Take the demo so they can't see. Did he really? Okay, he didn't dunk me there. I was gonna be severely. Come on. Easiest shot of your life. Yes! Equalized. We were down by like... I don't know if we were down 3 nothing, but we were down 3-1. I know that. And he clutched. Nice. Never really seen
Chris,
people clutch.
who's your favorite YouTuber?
That's tough. It changes all the time. I'm not gonna be that guy who's like super like all about clout. Yeah, me. I've got so much clout. Clout. What am I talking about? But it changes like all the time because I don't really care about like favorite YouTubers or whatever. Like, so a YouTuber's a YouTuber. Like some of them are better than others, obviously. Some people are just terrible at editing. It's like genuinely hard to watch. But other people, like, I don't know. It's hard. I have a lot of like tiny YouTubers who like have like no fan base that I watch like hardcore.
Yeah, that is kind of true. I watched this one dude named.
No,
I know his
you
name.
got me. Okay, go ahead.
His name is it's Uncle Chael. I know it sounds weird. He does a bunch of UFC videos. I think he just hit 1,000 subscribers, but he's a really he does a bunch of MMA type stuff. There's also this dude named it's like MMA on point.
The comeback is sealed.
So you know like WWE's top 10 blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's like put into like kind of like a document, not really documentary. It's just well put together all around. And his voice is soothing. Oh, good.
Daily win.
Grayson, are you still watching?
Ooh, I got my auger. Charles R2. River drop. Open now. Finally got an auger. I really like that decal. 10 is a good age. That's disgusting. Come on, baby. Exotics. Exotics. Oh, I got exotics! I already have them. They're Neo-Yos. Dang it. I'll trade them, I guess. Trade fodder. I can't believe I actually got exotics. That's like a 1% chance out of very rare drops. But man, if those were titanium white Neo, any painted Neo-Yos except for normal's not painted, but gray Neo-Yos, I already have those. Here, I'll do my quick spin. Okay. What? Okay.
I'm not here.
Okay.
Yeah, but Christian, is overall the first career that you make, it's literally gonna be the best one, because I created a second one and you automatically have a contract with the UFC, which I don't feel is good at all, because you know, you have to work your way through the leagues. First you're fighting amateur fights where 10 people are there. You can literally see every single person. And then you'll go to Dana White's Contender Series, which is a couple hundred, and then get signed to the UFC, thousands. And then you get to be a superstar and you have hundreds of thousands of people.
That sounds cool. I really enjoy, like, you're on the indie scene and all that. That's one of my favorite parts about video games. You work your way through the ranks. I hate it just, oh, well, now you're in the NFL. Like, I like going to college football and all that stuff. That's why I hate that they discontinued college football games. Like, I like it. I enjoyed playing in high school. That was fun. Like, I mean, I tore everyone up because everyone in the high school games were trash. But still, it's a lot of fun playing in, like, those lower leagues. Just one of my favorite things.
Oh,
about
Chris, did I tell you that I got quarantined for 2 weeks?
I heard that you, like, Jason said you're going in again, and I was like, what, again?
Yeah, like a month ago I got put in, and then we got put in again. No, that was the same time. No, what am I talking about?
Do you have to win it, like, multiple times?
Yeah, but Chris, if you like fighting games, it's pretty cool. I mean, me and Jason.
I think as soon as it drops to 40, no way I'm not getting it. It's just, I think 60 bucks is still kind of crazy for a video game. I know it's only going to go up, and I paid 90 for freaking Cold War, but what a save. That doesn't even begin this, whatever that was. But, still, as soon as it goes to 40, no way I'm not getting it.
Yeah. But, if you get it, me and Jason will teach you the basics. We'll teach you some fundamental stuff.
Yeah, I'll 1v1 you guys every day. I don't mind getting my ass whooped.
Yeah. Jason's still better than me, but I'm catching up to him. Our fights are like, I know it seems bad, but whenever you fight someone has like records and all that of how many times that person has won against you and you've won against them. And I will say, I know it sounds bad, but he has like, I think it was like 50 wins over me, and I only have like 10. And but I will say, all of our fights are extremely close. Or not all of them, but the majority of them are back and forth and back and forth, and then he'll just hit a better combo.
I just really enjoy those fights where it's like it comes to the decision and split as well. It's like down to the wire. I love those. It's one of my favorite things when it's like very close.
Go undefeated. I mean, have you even played career mode, or have you even completed career mode if you haven't gone undefeated?
Yeah, I mean, like.
Oh, what the frick? Can you hear me?
I never. Oh, I can hear you.
What the frick? Bro, my power is messing up. It like. That was weird. It like dipped. I don't know if you understand. But like, it was weird, like my fan that I have going, it was like going, you know, and then my lights dimmed. Yeah, my lights dimmed. That's just because the power. My power went out like 3 times today, which is dumb and stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, but I mean, it gets on your nerves whenever you're like, I was trying to do work earlier and it just freaking kept shutting out. Or shutting off. Yeah, but this is a pretty fun game. I mean, it definitely feels good. Plus, you can make like a fake social media thing. You can cut. There's so much customization stuff. Overall stars. There's just a bunch. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff to do, and especially in Korea. I mainly bought this. I'm not even joking, cause it's like an ongoing joke. In Red Dead, I have a Herbert, and GTA, I have a Herbert. Heck, you know those little emoji things on iPhones? I have a Herbert and that. It's just like it's like an ongoing joke. So whenever I heard, cause I remember watching Jason one day and he had his own creative fighter, I was like, oh, that's cool. So I thought, wait a minute, I can create Herbert. And here we are now. But yeah, the character customization in this game is extremely fun. Okay.
My teammates are doing nothing. Please send out. Still, I can't believe I'm still. Look at title, sir. Title, sir. Come on. Nice shot. We can come back, boys. We came back in the second game, but only just won. Easily come back in this one. Tell me. Probably.
Because the guy wanted to 2v2.
Oh, okay. I thought you said look at title, sir. I was like, who the frick is title, sir? You said look at the title, sir. Dang it. I tried. Dang it. Jesus, my team is bad, dude. I mean, still, 3K credits is nice, but... Jeez, I think we could have won this if we got past these guys. 10 is a good age. That's so fucking lame.
Alright, I'm back. 13 elevation points.
Come on, that's touchable.
But yeah, Christian, it does suck how you can grind for evolution points only to have to retire like a week later.
Yeah, that is a very, very bad mechanic in my opinion. It's just, they need to have an offline career mode where you don't have that. Where you can just go 580 and 0 or something.
Yeah.
Top
but
eights.
It is something weird though. I don't know how the heck, cause Jason, he got his first title fight when he was like, I think he said he was like 16 and 0, and he just now got a title fight. And I was only like, I remember I was like 9 and 0. It was my 10th fight when I got the title run, and then my second title, I got my 14th fight. So before he even got his first title fight, I had already had my second one. I had the welter. I'm not trying to flex or anything, but I had the welterweight and the welterweight and the God, what it? Oh, welterweight and middleweight championship.
Dang. Wonder why. It's kind of weird.
I don't know, and I wasn't doing anything different. He didn't lose any fights. He didn't, he was undefeated. But I don't know why. Maybe because I got more, like, my knockouts always first, second round. Even when I was trash, like I barely, like that first day that Jason whooped me, and he got off, it was my first career fight. I still knocked him out like the second round.
Dang.
I don't know why. It's just because I have no clue either. Maybe because I knock him out faster in the first and second round. It's like, okay, you are better.
Yeah, that's just very weird. I don't know why it works like that. I love that decal, looks sick. think I got my 20k feet. Yep, I did. Level up. I just not get anything for leveling up? Oh, it's 5%.